Loneliness is now officially as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. That is not an opinion. That is not a headline trying to scare you. That is the conclusion of the United States Surgeon General, the top doctor in America, the top medical authority in the United States, published in an official government report calling loneliness a full public health epidemic. Not a suggestion. Not an opinion from a single researcher. A formal, 82-page government advisory, signed by the top medical authority in the United States. And the data inside it was brutal. Chronic loneliness increases your risk of early death by the same amount as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. 15 cigarettes. Every day. That is what being truly disconnected does to a human body. And right now, today, half of all adults in the United States report experiencing that level of loneliness. Not sometimes. Regularly. As a default condition of their lives. So for years, half of America has been carrying something medically equivalent to a pack-a-day habit, and calling it a personality problem. While that has been quietly happening, science has been studying something already sitting in millions of lonely homes around the world. That is doing something genuinely measurable about it. Your pet. Not as a comfort story. Not as something your vet mentioned once. As verified, peer-reviewed, published science that most people, including most doctors, have never been told about. That is what this video is. Welcome to Paws and Psych. The science of what your pet does to your mind. Before we talk about your pet, we need to understand exactly what we are dealing with. Because the numbers here are not abstract. They are about the people around you right now. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy explained in his advisory that, although many people grew lonelier during the COVID-19 pandemic, about half of American adults had already reported experiences of loneliness even before the outbreak. That means the pandemic did not create this crisis. It revealed one that was already there. And the body keeps the score. Research confirms that loneliness and social isolation are associated with a 29% increase in the risk of heart attack or heart disease death, and a 32% increased risk of stroke and stroke death. These are not soft, fuzzy correlations. These are numbers from a scientific statement published by the American Heart Association, one of the most credible medical organizations on the planet. Among older adults, social isolation accounts for an estimated $6.7 billion in excess Medicare spending every single year. The government is literally paying the medical bills that loneliness is generating. Loneliness is now linked to an estimated 100 deaths every hour. More than 871,000 deaths annually worldwide. That figure comes from a 2025 report by the World Health Organization's Commission on Social Connection. And here is the dimension that is most personal. Research shows a two-way relationship between social isolation and mental health. Those who were socially isolated were more likely to experience depression. And those with depression were more likely to become socially isolated. Loneliness and depression feed each other. One deepens the other. And millions of people are caught in that loop right now, with no idea what is happening to their biology. So the question the scientific world started asking is straightforward. If loneliness is this common and this lethal, what can actually do something about it? This is where your pet walks into the story. In 2025, researchers published a study in Scientific Reports, one of the most respected peer-reviewed journals in the world, that looked directly at how pet ownership affects loneliness. Not through a quick survey. Through controlled research comparing pet owners and non-pet owners across different living situations. The results showed that pet owners experienced lower loneliness than non-pet owners when living alone. And that loneliness mediated the effects of pet ownership on overall well-being. That last part is the key. The researchers were not just measuring whether pet owners felt better. They were tracking the specific pathway. Pet ownership reduces loneliness. And that reduced loneliness is what produces the well-being benefit. The mechanism is identified. It is documented. It is loneliness reduction. And the finding about living alone is critical. Living alone is one of the strongest predictors of chronic loneliness. When you live alone, you can go entire days, sometimes entire weeks, without meaningful physical contact with another living being. No one registers your presence when you walk into a room. No one notices your mood. No one needs you. A pet changes all three of those things immediately. The Human-Animal Bond Research Institute, known as HABRI, commissioned a nationally representative survey of 2,000 Americans. In partnership with Mars Pet Care. Their findings: 80% of pet owners said their pet makes them feel less lonely. Among both pet owners and non-pet owners, 85% of all respondents believe that interaction with a companion animal can help reduce loneliness. And importantly, pet owners with the closest bond to their pet reported the highest positive impact on their feelings of loneliness and social isolation. That detail matters enormously, and we will come back to it. A separate study of over 800 older adults found that pet owners were 36% less likely to report loneliness than non-owners, with the protective effect being strongest among those who lived alone. The pattern is consistent across multiple studies, multiple countries, and multiple methodologies. When the bond is genuine, the effect is real. This is the part most people have never heard. And this is where the science becomes genuinely remarkable. When you are lonely, your body enters a specific biological state. Your cortisol, your primary stress hormone, remains elevated. Your immune system operates less effectively. Your nervous system shifts into a low-grade state of alertness, scanning for rejection, scanning for threat. This is not a psychological quirk. It is ancient biology. To the human nervous system, being separated from the group is not neutral. It is dangerous. Humans who were isolated from their communities throughout most of human history did not survive. So your brain treats loneliness the way it treats physical danger, by keeping you in a constant state of watchfulness. Now here is what happens the moment your pet is near you. Research has confirmed that human-animal interaction positively affects levels of oxytocin, cortisol, dopamine, and other hormones directly tied to well-being. Oxytocin, the bonding and connection hormone, slows heart rate and breathing, lowers blood pressure, inhibits stress hormones, and creates a sense of calm. Studies have found that interacting with a dog or cat for as little as a few minutes can produce measurable reductions in cortisol, and that a robust stress reduction response from animal interaction was associated with 25% greater trust in strangers. In other words, the chemistry your pet triggers does not just calm you down in the moment. It literally opens you up toward other people afterward. Researchers have proposed that the more stable a relationship with an animal, such as actual pet ownership, the more potent and long-lasting these hormonal effects become, due to repeated exposure over time. This is not a one-time mood lift. For people with genuine bonds with their pets, these biological effects are ongoing. They are cumulative. Every interaction is another deposit into a biological account that your pet is quietly maintaining for you. And there is one more layer to this. Research consistently shows that dog owners have increased opportunity for contact and social interaction with new people and neighbors, particularly when walking the dog. In research on how people form community connections, dog walking and pet ownership were reported as facilitators of getting to know people more frequently than community events or facilities. Your pet is not only reducing your loneliness directly. In many cases, they are pulling you back toward the human connections that were also quietly eroding. One walk, one conversation, one neighbor encounter at a time. Now we have to talk about something that most channels would skip over. Because Paws and Psych is built on real science, and real science is not always clean. The research on pets and loneliness is not uniformly positive. And you deserve to know that. Researchers at Székely University in Hungary studied nearly 3,000 people during the COVID-19 pandemic, tracking those who gained pets and those who lost pets across multiple measurement points. The lead researcher, Inico Cabini, concluded, "Based on the data, most people living together with a companion animal do not seem to experience any long-term pet effect. Nor do they bond strongly with their animal. This is an important finding. Not a reason to dismiss the other research, but a reason to understand what the research is actually saying. The 2025 scientific report study said it plainly: the interpersonal substitution aspect of pet attachment was prominently associated with well-being. And the study emphasizes the need to foster healthy pet attachments and to balance pet companionship with human social interactions. The word balance is doing enormous work in that sentence. What the research is consistently pointing toward is this: the effect of a pet on loneliness is not automatic. It is not guaranteed simply by having an animal in the home. The benefit is most strongly and consistently found when there is a genuine bond. A real, reciprocal attachment between a person and their animal. If you already have that bond, if you genuinely love the animal in your home and that connection is real, the science says that bond is doing measurable biological work on your loneliness every single day, whether you notice it or not. If you are someone thinking about getting a pet as a solution to loneliness, the more honest framing is this: a pet can be a companion. It cannot be a cure. It works best alongside human connection, not as a substitute for it. A pet holds the line. It does not rebuild what is missing on its own. That distinction is something this channel will never hide from you. There is a specific kind of morning that many of you know. You wake up and the day feels heavy before it begins. The silence in the house feels louder than usual. You have not said a word to anyone. You have not checked your phone. You have not told a single person how you are feeling. You have not even fully admitted it to yourself yet. And your pet is already there. Not because you called them. Not because you made any signal. They came toward you anyway. Research we covered in previous Paws and Psych videos has documented that pets read chemosignals, chemical markers in your breath and body, as well as changes in your posture, your voice, and your movement patterns. They are not guessing at your emotional state. They are detecting it with biological tools you do not have. And when they detect that something is different, that you are heavier today than yesterday, the consistent pattern in the research is not that they move away from it. They move toward it. That quiet, unrequested presence, the weight of your animal settling near you before the day has started, is not nothing. It is your nervous system receiving a signal that says, there is a living thing in this world that is aware of you, that chose to be near you, and that has no agenda except to be where you are. In a world where the World Health Organization reports that 1 in 6 people worldwide is affected by loneliness, with loneliness linked to more than 871,000 deaths every year. That morning signal is carrying more biological weight than most people will ever stop to measure. Your pet is not fixing the loneliness epidemic, but for you, in your home, in your specific life. The science says they may be holding the line against it better than anything else you currently have access to. Loneliness is one of the most serious health problems on the planet right now. The Surgeon General put it in writing. The American Heart Association put the numbers on paper. The World Health Organization confirmed it is global. And your pet, the animal in your home, the one you feed and walk and sometimes talk to, and sometimes ignore when life gets busy, is quietly, consistently doing something about it. Not because pets are magic, but because a genuine bond between a person and an animal they truly love meets some of the deepest biological needs a human being carries. The need to be noticed, to matter to something, to not be the only living presence in the room. The science is documented. The biology is confirmed. The bond is real. And if you have a pet you genuinely love, you already have something working in your favor that most people never think to count. At Paws and Psych, we take the science your pets cannot explain about themselves, and we make sure you hear it. Subscribe. Because in our next video, we are going to take on something that every person who has ever lost a pet needs to hear. The science of pet grief. Why losing an animal activates the exact same neurological and emotional processes as losing a person. And why the world telling you to just get over it is not just cruel. According to researchers, it is biologically wrong. We will see you there.